The Employee Retention Credit from the IRS is the last major COVID relief program. Claim up to $26,000 for each employee you had on payroll. This is Marty Stewart with Disaster Loan Advisors. The IRS tax refund is newfound money for your business. Let us help you navigate the ERC program with flexible options and working together. You can relax and have peace of mind that you're in good hands. Stay safe, stay compliant, and keep more of your refund. Take the next step and schedule a free ERC consultation call with us today.
Refundable and Non-Refundable Employee Retention Credit. The changing regulations and deadlines of the Employee Retention Credit (ERC) program make interacting with the IRS and the government even more difficult. Due to this, many firms are unsure about their position toward ERC. As a result, many people are unaware that they may apply for ERC in 2022. The tax credit may significantly lower your tax liability or increase your tax refund. Tax credits might be fully refundable, partially refundable, or neither. This rule can be applied to the ERC based on various conditions and criteria. What is the Employee Retention Credit? The CARES Act enabled the ERC, incentivizing companies to keep workers on the payroll. The 2020 ERC program is a refundable credit of 50% of up to $10,000 in wages paid per employee by an eligible company from 3/12/20 through 12/31/20. Refundable and Non-Refundable ERC. A non-refundable tax credit's maximum amount is limited to the taxpayer's tax liability. On the flip side, taxpayers get their full refundable tax credits. Refunds are given to taxpayers to the extent of refundable tax credits that exceed their tax obligations. Companies are encouraged to keep employees on their payroll through the Employee Retention Credit by getting a wage credit. Businesses affected by COVID-19 are eligible for a refundable credit of 50% or 70% for up to $10,000 in salaries paid each quarter in exchange for keeping their staff. Employers who knew how to file for the Employee Retention Credit before the program's conclusion using Form 7200. The firm may use this form to request payment of the credits in advance of the quarter. The company must maintain the records and paperwork proving each employee's absence to prove the claim. Additionally, Form 941 employer's quarterly federal tax return must be saved by the employer. For qualified employers, the tax credits provided by this program are entirely refundable. However, employers have to continue to pay their employees to be eligible. The employer's share is the non-refundable portion of the Social Security tax. Difference between refundable and non-refundable employee retention credit. Taxpayers reduce their tax liabilities by deducting refundable tax credits and non-refundable portions. The difference between a refundable credit and the amount of taxes due is paid as a refund. The excess of a non-refundable credit over taxes owing is discarded. Non-refundable employee retention credit. How do you calculate it? If you over-reported taxes on earlier Form 941 filings, you might be able to claim the ERC. Form 941X is used for this. The non-refundable ERC part for the first and second quarters of 2021 is 6.4% of the salary. This is equivalent to the Social Security tax paid by the employer. According to the instructions, the tax preparer must duplicate the value from column 3 into column 4. Enter a positive value in column 3 and a negative number in column 4 to represent the correct sum as a balance due or credit. The taxpayer won't receive the full ERC credit if the individual filling out the paperwork neglects to convert the number in column 4 to a negative. How to calculate the refundable portion of the employee retention credit. For each Form 941 that has to be amended, a separate Form 941X must be filled out. In addition, every page's corporate information is filled out, and then the return you are updating is noted in the top right corner. You can use Worksheet 1 to calculate the refundable amount of ERC. When filing the amended Form 941 or Form 941X, the cumulative amount employer's Social Security tax can be considered refundable. This is because the tax was paid with the original filing of Form 941. Refundable versus non-refundable employee retention tax credit. A non-refundable credit cannot be utilized to boost your refund or produce a tax refund that did not previously exist. In addition, your refund or savings cannot be more than the taxes owed. The difference between a refundable credit and the amount of tax owed will be refunded to you. Excess credits that are non-refundable and exceed the taxes you owe are unrecoverable. The non-refundable component of an ERC is 6.4% of salaries. This is the Social Security tax owed by the employer. Conclusion and summary for refundable and non-refundable employee retention credit. a refundable tax credit equivalent to 50% of the qualified wages an eligible firm pays to employees after March 12, 2020, but before January 1, 2021, is known as the Employee Retention Credit and can be used to offset certain employment taxes. The non-refundable portion of the ERTC was deducted from Social Security taxes in 2020. However, the non-refundable amounts of the ERTC must now be removed from Medicare taxes for salaries earned after June 30, 2021, according to the American Rescue Plan (ARP) Act, which made this modification. Consult your tax advisor for the best advice on refundable and non-refundable ERC.
As you can see, navigating the Employee Retention Credit Program is very complex and confusing to try to figure it out on your own. Even on the IRS ERC FAQ pages, it says, "This page is not current." There have been several years of updates and changes to this IRS tax credit already, including 4 congressional acts and 5 updated guidances from the IRS, totaling over 3,900 pages. Who has time to sift through all that information, let alone decipher some of the confusing language and rulings? In order to stay compliant with current IRS ERC rules and regulations, expert specialized help is highly recommended. Even if your business received an SBA PPP loan, you are still eligible for the ERC credit. If you think you may not qualify, it's worth a conversation to see if your business does. Let us assist you with a complete employee retention credit process, or if you might be stuck on filling out the IRS 941X forms correctly on your own. We are here to help. Stay safe, stay compliant, keep more of your refund. Email us at support@disasterloanadvisors.com or call us toll-free at 877-463-9777 extension 3. Or visit us on the web at www.disasterloanadvisors.com/ERC for complete details on the Employee Retention Credit Program for your business.